Well, money is all over the place in the app economy. We announced back in February that the iFund companies were going to do over $100 million in revenue this year, not including Zynga. So we have a number of companies that either through freemium models where they're a free app, and then through in-app commerce they're upgrading to a premium version or buying virtual goods and gold and things like that in Zynga and NGMoko, to companies that are really doing well on the advertising front, like Goji with Text Plus or Pinger with Text Free. So there are a lot of different ways to make money out there. Shazam, also a strong revenue stream from them is affiliate fees, because a lot of people end up buying songs once they Shazam a song. Key drivers. Really the main driver is consumers, and that's the hardest thing, and it's also the most wonderful thing about it is sometimes you just never know what kind of a massive hit you're going to have. We've had a number of them in our portfolio, but maybe closer to home for you guys, something like, who would have imagined that something like Angry Birds was going to be such a runaway hit? And sometimes these things just happen. So key driver is getting things right that a consumer really loves, helping to pick a big category like Shazam did with music, or Goji with communications, or what Mike McHugh's trying to do with Flipboard around a next generation magazine. It's all about the product as a starting point, and then once you've built a great product, there are a lot of opportunities to monetize that. And the monetization drivers I think we've already been over, which is in-app commerce, affiliate fees, and advertising, which is becoming more and more important. Well, a lot of these companies have all been set up with a really strong analytics foundation, and that's probably new. Certainly old mobile companies weren't doing that. Internet companies have been doing that for a while, and that's become increasingly important. But you have to have that in the DNA of your company early on, where you're waking up every day, every hour, looking at the numbers and seeing what's changing. Especially as you launch your next version, you want to know, okay, we changed these things. How did that change the behavior of our consumer? Sometimes it'll be worse, but hopefully it's better. But then the question is always why is it better, and what did we learn from that? And we should do more of that, less of this, and kind of being able to prioritize and experiment and rapidly evolve a product has been everything for the companies that have been successful on the iPhone. In 2015, I think the main thing with app stores right now is helping people discover great applications, because they're becoming more and more crowded. So I don't really know what the answer to that is in 2015, but I think better merchandising. We've seen the kind of classic categorization. Now we're going to see things like with Game Center that Apple's launched, where you can discover applications through what your friends have found. So kind of bring in some social signals to it. Because the hardest thing with more applications is going to be able to be looking beyond that top 25 or top 50 or what's hot list into what do my friends care about, what are people using out there, and so that kind of social recommendation I think will be really, really important and impactful. Well, we like to invest in verticals that we think are going to be big. So obviously in games it was Zynga and NGMoko, and Booyah is now a cross between kind of social and gaming and location check-in application. Communications was Goji and Pinger. Advertising we've got in Mobi. Music and entertainment, Shazam. So really what we looked for is, what do we think the largest verticals are out there where a large company can be built, and focus on those. There are some kind of horizontal opportunities like payments, advertising, and a location platform. We've done less in that, although we have made a couple of investments in the advertising area. But I think as much as anything, it's thinking about what are the biggest verticals going to be and why a particular company will win that vertical. Probably Shazam, just because it creates a lot of those delightful moments where you're out and about, and a song always creates an emotional reaction, right? And so you have this, wow, I love that song, and either what is that song, or I tag that song and I want my friends to know about it, or I want to post it on Facebook and things like that. So it's kind of sharing your musical interest, your musical passion in the moment, and I always find that to be a lot of fun. Shopkick, which launched a couple months ago, is early, but I think that has a lot of potential because that'll actually save me a lot of money when I'm shopping and things. So I love them all, but that's a quick answer.